my last tip for you guys, which is tip number 5, is keep an open mind. Do not, especially if you haven't had your first job at all yet, this is not a time to be picky, okay? I've had fast food jobs. I've had 3 fast food jobs, and actually I've stayed in touch with at least one of my bosses, even though that was actually one job that did not work out very well in the end. But keep an open mind. I didn't want to work in the food industry personally, but I did because I wanted a job badly enough, because I didn't want to have to depend on my parents so hard for income. I really like being independent and having my own cash to spend. But I was like, I worked at a burger joint, I worked at Domino's Pizza, I worked at a pita restaurant, I worked at those 3 different places in the beginning. Ultimately, I ended up gravitating more towards teaching and just tutoring and teaching vocals and stuff that I felt I was more inclined to do, I guess. But I kept an open mind because I just wanted experience in general. Now, I don't necessarily put all those jobs on my resume anymore because I didn't work at them very long. I don't feel like they are proper representation of my skills. But when you are first looking for a job, do not be picky. If you really want a job, you will take what you can get in the beginning and then keep looking for other opportunities. There will be more tips in the future. I guess I'll just scatter out a few last tips here. But yes, keep an open mind. If you have a job currently, that doesn't mean that you can't interview for another job or that you can't have a second job. But just remember that, remember where your priorities are. And the other last tips that I have to throw out for you is remember that if you are in school at the time, school should come first and the job second, if you can manage that. If you can't, if you financially cannot do that, then I guess the job is first for you. And then definitely find a job that suits you best in the end. If you can find one that does, keep looking constantly, go for interviews. Even if you didn't, do well in the interview, my friend pointed this out, that any interview is a good experience. It's a great learning experience. So even if you don't get the job, just keep looking for other interviews. And then lastly, work hard at applying anywhere and everywhere in the beginning. That is what I did. I spent a couple weeks just looking for jobs, just applying online, spending those hours. And do I do that anymore? No, I don't, because I do have references. I do have people who know me, and I have a good background at this point. But in the past, I would do that when I didn't have as many references or people who knew me, and I would just apply anywhere. But ultimately, all these tips are really just about being a genuine human being and not just a worker robot, being as real as possible, being a hard worker and diligent in terms of trying to find that job, not being picky, and definitely leave your shyness at the door, because it will only hurt you in the end. And that comes for many situations in life, but especially for a job. So I hope that these tips have helped you. I'm so sorry if you heard my dog barking or squeaking his squeaky toys. But yeah, I'm always happy to help people. So, all right, I'll catch you later, guys. Bye.